Subject: Value Education. Topic: Time is precious. Hello student, I am Meera Singh and today we are going to learn an interesting topic in value education. So let's begin. Time is precious. Student, do you know why time is precious for us? Student, time is money is a popular proverb that teaches us the importance and value of time in our life. Time is precious than money because we can earn money that we spent, but we cannot get them back once wasted. The better management of time leads us to prosperity and wealth in life. So student, let's see the story. So student, here the story name is Too Late. So let's see what is there in the story. The rice crops were ready. Farmer Kuti of Kerala looked at his fields and he was very happy. It is time to cut the crop. I must get some men, he said. But he could not find any men as they were all busy in the fields. I will do it tomorrow, he said. But tomorrow came and another tomorrow. But he found no man. The rice crops were ready. So student, it means now it's time to harvest the crops, means to cut the crops. So student, farmer Kuti is the name of the farmer who lives in Kerala and he is very happy. Why he is very happy? Because he saw his field full of rice crops. So now he thought that it's time to cut the crops, so he must go and get some men to cut the crops because alone he is not able to cut the crops. Correct student? So student, he went to find the men, but at that time no one is free, everyone is busy in the field. So he thought that today I have not got any men to do the work, so tomorrow I will search and I will bring the men to harvest my crops. Student, crops is a cultivated plant that is grown on a large scale, so that's why Kuti need a large number of people to do the work in his field. Field means an area of open land where we can do the work of growing the crops. At last, they were ready to gather the crop. But when they went to the fields, they got a shock. The elephants had come in the night and eaten the grains and stamped on the plants. Farmer Kuti was too late. So student, at last Kuti found some men to harvest the crops, but when they went to harvest the crops, to cut the crops, they are in shock. What they saw in the field? Let's see. Student, when Kuti gathered the man and came back to the field, he saw that elephant has destroyed all the grains. Kuti was too late. He is not able to save his crops. Student, why respecting time is important? Because we all do what this farmer did. We keep for tomorrow what we should do today. If we go on doing this, then it will become a habit or a bad habit. And think about tomorrow, student. Tomorrow has its own share of work and the same number of hours. So how will you find the time? We are putting off the work. Why? Because we are lazy or we have no sense of time. We must remember that time is very, very precious. It has very great value because once it is gone, it will never come back. So student, please do your work on time. Now student, let's see how time is important. So the first one is a boy does not complete his exam paper. So student, tell me what will happen? Yes, correct student, he could fail or get less marks. So student, like this you have to write the next one. Student, as you saw in the first story, Kuti is putting off his work and not done his work at proper time. So that's why he has to face the problem. So student, now let's see in this story how the time is precious in our daily work. So this story is about a lazy boy. So let's begin. A group of boys who were neighbors planned to meet at 5 o'clock in the evening to clean up a patch of ground to play cricket. Lazy Anup came at 6 o'clock when most of the work was done. The next day was fixed for leveling the ground. So student, one day a group of boys, they planned to play cricket, and before playing cricket they want to clean the patch of ground. Okay. So they decided to meet at 5 o'clock in the evening to clean the ground. So student, at that time Anup came at 6 o'clock because the time decided was 5 o'clock in the evening, but Anup came late when most of the work was done. So the next day is fixed for leveling the ground. Correct? So student, first day Anup is late when they have to patch the ground. Anup came at 6:30. He always had an excuse. On the fourth day, he came at 7. The teams were already picked and the party the boy had planned were over. Did Anup deserve to be punished, student? Why was he not chosen in the team? So student, on the first day when the boys have decided to come at 5 o'clock to patch the ground, Anup came at 6 o'clock. And the next day they have fixed for leveling the ground. But on that day also Anup came late. He came at 6:30. And he always give an excuse why he is late. But student, on the fourth day also Anup came at 7 o'clock. But on that day the boys had planned the party. But Anup missed that party also. Student, everything we have to do has a fixed time. Waking time, school time, study time, playing time, TV time. So if we do not do things at the proper time, we will upset our timetable for the day also. We will also upset other people who may be waiting for us. Correct, student? So we have to do all the thing on a fixed time, on a proper time. Have you understood, student? Student, now tell me what we have learned from these two stories. Yes? Tell me, student. Student, there is a saying, time and tide wait for no man. Means time is not going to wait for you. It means that time once lost can never be regained. It will not come again. We should develop the habit of doing everything in time. Correct, students? So we have to do each and everything on time. So people who create value to time become successful in their lives. If you do the work on time, you will be successful in your life. You will achieve your goal also. So those who missed good opportunities of time were never successful. Time should always be utilized in good action. Have you understood, student? So you have to give value. Whatever work is there, you have to do that work on time. Have you understood, student? Now student, let's see how time is important and what will happen if we are not on time. So student, a school bus driver is late. If the school bus driver is late, then what will going to happen, children? So we will reach school late also, or maybe we miss some lecture if our school bus is late. Correct, student? So the next two you have to do on your own. Now student, here you have to do some activities. So here the first clock is I wake up at. So you have to draw the hands in the clock at what time you wake up. Okay, now the second one is I reach school at. So again here you have to draw the hands. At what time you reach school. Now the third one is study time. Here you have to put your study time. Correct? Thank you, student.